This is the End Zone. Let's move the chains. Notre Dame and Clemson had one of the greatest games so far of the college football season. Double overtime, thriller, shootout. So let's get into it, what we learned. A little bit from Clemson, but a lot more from Notre Dame. So first of all, did Notre Dame prove they belong? I want to hear down below what you think. Now, for those of you saying Notre Dame barely won against Clemson's backup quarterback, stop. Just stop it. CJ Uiagalelei threw for 439 yards. 2 touchdowns, the box score set aside. He broke the record for most passing yards against a Notre Dame defense ever. And when you watched him play, watched him throw, the dude's got a cannon, an accurate cannon too. He was able to throw dimes under pressure and extend plays. Listen, I know a lot of people hate Clemson and probably do not want to hear this, but CJ Uiagalelei is a top 10 college football quarterback, and pretty soon he's going to be on Clemson's bench. But when Trevor Lawrence leaves, the train is not stopping for Clemson. Aside from Clemson, what did we learn from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in this awesome game? First, they can control both lines of scrimmage. We'll talk about the defense. Travis Etienne is supposed to be the best, or one of the best, depending on who you ask, running backs in college football. Held to 28 yards on 18 carries. Notre Dame was able to stop him, and it showed in the box score. Obviously, CJ Uiagalelei had to go off, but Notre Dame's defensive line was making plays. Also, Notre Dame's linebackers and safeties making plays. Jeremiah Owusu-Karamoah, who forced the fumble and got the return for a touchdown. Also, sophomore safety Kyle Hamilton made a couple plays in the run game. He was also just electric. He's a 5-star. This guy was incredible last year. He's still showing that he's one of the best safeties in college football. Not only in the run game, pass game, he can do it all. But on offense, Kyren Williams. How about Kyren Williams? He stole the show from Etienne on the very first play of the game, punching Clemson right in the mouth with a 65-yard touchdown run. This 5'9" sophomore from St. Louis is a rising star, by the way. Kyren Williams is going to be a great running back for the future of the Notre Dame football program. And Tommy Rees calling the plays. He definitely wanted to come out and run the ball on Clemson. That's just what he did. And then in the pass game, they had some shot plays and big chunk yardage passes that really got the Irish going. Also, according to Pro Football Focus, only 3 other running backs since 2014 have had 3 touchdowns against Clemson. Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, and Todd Gurley. All stars in the NFL and in college. I think that only says good things about Kyren Williams. Now I want to talk about Ian Book, so we'll keep it with the offense. What was different about Ian Book versus Clemson? Now I want you to go ahead and comment that down below. What do you think was different about this game? Really and truly, to me, after watching a lot of Ian Book, he was the same. He rarely took 3-step drops, went through his progressions. He made few mistakes. He didn't pull the trigger or see open receivers downfield, and he scrambled like a maniac. But he thrived. And listen, Ian Book is an accurate, extremely athletic quarterback. Some of his passes to the sidelines or his 50-50 balls to Javon McKinley were NFL throws. The story with Ian Book is that he loves to pass outside of the pocket. He loves the deep ball. He can run it all over you. But a lot of times, it's the passes he does not make, which are the ones that hurts the most. But against Clemson, he played so well that he really made up for it. And there were a couple occasions where he didn't see open receivers. But like I said, he was able to scramble, move the pocket, and make huge plays. To me, he's like a poor man's version of Russell Wilson. But at the end of the day, man, this guy's a competitor. He easily could have quit after Ben Skoranek, number 11 wide receiver, dropped a huge first down, or an obvious PI flag was picked up. Still didn't understand why it was picked up, or he fumbled it into the end zone. Listen, the Irish play Boston College, going up against former Notre Dame quarterback Phil Jurkovec, then play UNC, Syracuse, Wake Forest, and depending on how those games go, the ACC Championship. So I want to know your thoughts down below. Is Notre Dame for real? And can they compete when it matters most? And more importantly, can they beat Clemson in the ACC Championship if they make it there again, assuming Clemson will make it there again without any other losses? Is this Notre Dame team for real? Thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.